So, yesterday I had a very unique experience. I was able to attend a wedding from ceremony to reception as a guest. I was not the DJ, and the original concept I had was I was gonna go ahead and do this, take some notes, and I did it via my Android phone on Facebook, so I posted all my notes for everyone to read. I was gonna take the overall experience and vlog about it, and I'll probably write about it for my next Disc Jockey news article as well. What I wasn't going to do is talk about the DJ so much, because I felt like, well, he's just part of the experience, not the whole thing, just part of it. But I think I realized how important the DJ actually is to the overall experience. First of all, I want to say some nice things about this DJ. He was dressed sharp. Hair was nice, well kept, short beard, young guy, Puerto Rican probably. Crisp shirt, nice tie, looked fantastic. He had this young lady with him, a beautiful girl, dressed very appropriate, who was kind of his cheerleader. She was clapping her hands when something merited a hand clap. She was dancing behind the booth when there was nice music on. She was smiling, very pleasant. You know, a cool assistant. I got Larry. Larry's kind of like... He had a cheerleader. That was awesome. I wanted a cheerleader too. She was very pleasant. The system they had was very nice. Some PV speakers, I don't know if they were passive or active, I don't know what they were. They were on sticks, no scrim or anything. There was a table in there that was dressed like the rest of the room. And there were a set of Pioneer CDJ-1000s on the table, and a laptop, and it was all wrapped up in an Odyssey glow case. You've seen those LED glow cases they have, they're kind of neat. That was cool. It sounded good. Not my RCFs, but they were pleasant. They were not hard on the ear. His volume levels were absolutely fantastic for the entrance music for everybody coming in for the ceremony, the processional, the recessional, and the exit music. Everything was on cue, no problem, great job DJ. So we gotta fast forward a few hours to the actual wedding reception, which started at 4 o'clock, which was kind of a cocktail thing from 4 to 5, and then from 5 to 6 was supposed to be dinner. Everything ran late, but you know, we'd had a real long weekend. We had a long Saturday. We were running around shopping for clothes and things for everybody, haircuts, shoes, whatever they needed, and that took most of our day. And then on Sunday, we're up early, we're getting ready, we're picking people up. So we're tired. We just kind of been sitting around and waiting all day. And we walk into the reception, and he's playing Nat King Cole. Real slow Nat King Cole. Very soothing if you want to take a nap. Not very good if you're already yawning. And our whole table was like, oh man, we're so tired, we're yawning, everything else. Music did not help at all. Slight faux pas in the grand scheme of things. He had handled everything great up until that point. I need to talk about his light show, which he had set up earlier in the day. It was there for the ceremony as well, which is kind of weird. He didn't need it there for the ceremony, but it was there. 2 big industrial crank stands, big suckers, big crank stands, holding up a 10-foot I-beam truss. On this truss, he had a Revo 4, an American DJ Big Shot LED strobe, and a Micro Galaxian Star Laser. That's it. This huge truss setup, probably weighing in at 150 pounds or so, for these 3 relatively small compact lights. So we get through the dinner. After the dinner, late, 7:30 or so, that's when he does the toast and the prayer. After the meal, it was really strange. And then, as soon as they kind of clear tables, he goes back into his cocktail music, slow cocktail music. He decides to go ahead and have the grand entrance, the grand march, whatever you call it. So they all come in. He was one of those at this time people. If he said at this time once, he said it 400 times that night. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time we would like you to stand up. At this time I would like to introduce, Bob and Susie. At this time opened almost everything that he said. And I think it's a habit that a lot of DJs get into. They need to break. At this time, stewardess stopped doing it. DJs stopped doing it. Everyone stopped saying at this time. It's unnecessary. He gets through that, does a first dance. Immediately after that, he does a mother-son dance. Because he can't find the father. He's off doing something else. So after the mother-son, he asks for the father again. They can't find him. So he goes back into his Nat King Cole set. And this went on for another 20 minutes until they could find Dad. At the end of the Nat King Cole set, He played, and I can't remember what it was. It might have been You Dropped the Bomb on Me. It was really quiet though, like very quiet. You could barely hear it. The people there wanted to dance so bad they were just dancing to this. You could hear their feet shuffling on the floor. It was so quiet in this big room. He barely had the volume up. And he did this a lot throughout the night. It's like he had one of his line faders cranked up and the other one cranked down, and he never adjusted anything. He must think those little lights on the mixing board are just pretty. They don't mean anything. But these people were dying to dance. It was a mix. Our family's mixed. Black, white, Puerto Rican, and Indian. And so they all want to party. There's not even many people there. There's like 50, 60 people, but it doesn't matter. It's the right 50, 60 people. They're ready to go. They're dancing to your background music, dude. This is going to be the easiest gig in the world. There's no way you can mess this up. This guy kicks it off immediately after the father-daughter dance with Afrojack's Take Over Control. And they dance. I mean, all the young people want to go out there and dance. The older people are like, okay, fine, we'll go dance. So the dance floor was pretty packed. And then he follows it up with like a G6. And then he drops the live version of Def Leppard's Pour Some Sugar on Me. That was interesting. Sounded terrible, but people still politely danced to it. And every new song he put on a different light. That was his big thing. Ooh, the first song gets the Revo 4. The second song, the Revo 4 goes off, and it gets the Big Shot strobe. That one goes off. The third song, the Micro Galaxian, goes on. The fifth song, wow, the full light show, all three lights go on. This guy thought he could mix. This guy thought that he was really good. He was slick. This guy couldn't mix Kool-Aid. He would have been better fading in and out. But he had the CDJ 1000s. Of course he has to try to mix. The dude train wrecked everything. Nothing even like on the one. Not even an attempt on the one. Fading in and out of songs early. Fading into songs late. He played a Journey song, and it wasn't Don't Stop Believin'. It wasn't Faithfully. It wasn't even Wheel in the Sky. It was like Center My Love or something. And two people actually politely danced to that song. He did the Garter Bouquet. He played Girls Just Want to Have Fun by Cyndi Lauper. Go figure. And what he was doing was he was bringing his pitch up faster and faster and faster and faster, and all of a sudden he killed the music, and that's when she, threw the bouquet. It's pretty clever. I thought that was, it was alright. Problem is, he bumped it up to about +5. And then he played something else for the garter removal and garter toss. I don't remember what it was. And his next song back was his big song, because he's got a predominantly Latino crowd in the place. He's going to play Elvis Crespo's Suavemente. So the dude throws it on, and it plays the whole song at +5 on the pitch with no key adjustment. So this kind of romantic Latino sexy song became this joke Mickey Mouse thing. And he didn't even catch it. He was paying no attention. It was an interesting experience. Now, the Blanca's nephew said that he had gotten the DJ through his friend's cousin, and what a deal he got. Did he get a deal? I don't think so. This would have been the easiest party to rock so hard for 3 hours. Minimum 3 hours. Just hard. They were dancing to stuff just because they were dying to dance. It wasn't good. It wasn't done well. It wasn't the right song, but they were dying to dance. Can you imagine if a DJ would have had half of a clue, gone in there, and done this right? That could have been a fantastic little party. Those are the kind of parties you want to talk about. I only had 50 people on a Sunday, and they tore the roof off the place. He blew it. So that's where value comes in, folks. Value is getting the best service possible, the best results possible. Unfortunately, they did not. Did they know the difference? I don't know. Maybe somebody from that wedding walked away and said, you know what, this is what all weddings are like. And that's the impression they're going to have, and there's not a lot that we can do about it as an industry, except try to discourage people from doing this crap, try to help them along, and I don't know, just keep doing what I'm doing. But that was my experience. Hope you enjoyed the video. Practice and enjoy.